comfortable doing it. Something that can play that front line.
Okay,
we're gonna be strong.
Yeah, Summit just gonna lock in the classic Gnar, who is also currently on a 0% down, and I believe Inspired got it a split second fast.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to check. I think you're right. piocheck didn't quite have it. Now they're gonna go in on bot lane.
He's got Core JJ trying to escape, but Vulcan can get the root, and now with the extra damage pulling in, surely they get first blood. The credit goes over to Vulcan as FBI backs away. Yon doesn't have any mana to continue following, but piocheck's coming around from the flank. Evil Geniuses, they have no summoner spells on that Jhin. There should be no way out of this here for FBI. Vulcan's gonna just try to keep piocheck away, but there should be no way for that to happen. Yon gets the kill, making a 1-for-1 here in bot lane.
Yeah, good pathing for piocheck, covers top, then gets all the way down to bot to at least get something back, because that would have been really bad if they just get that kill uncontested, but now gonna go for Summit.
Ooh, flash into the twisted advance, immediately ready for the knockback. Riposte doesn't hit, but it doesn't need to. Someday gets the kill.
They come right back. They have that honey fruit, but it is going to be this fight around that dragon, getting pretty low.
4v4. Core JJ and Yon got to be careful here. piocheck comes. Oh! Beautiful engage from Team Liquid, but will it be enough? It'll be a 1-for-1 here at the start. piocheck tanking the Drake. Inspired and JoJo getting themselves back. Vulcan stands and fights against the Caitlyn. The Ignite's coming out. The auto attacks. Vulcan just kills them. And Evil Genius is now one
forward. Delay those recalls. Get ourselves the plate mid lane. It is just the one plate, not the two that went down, but still, really nice.
They try to step forward onto Yon and Core, but Vulcan really screwed that one up. Nice punish. Anybody walks away with this objective. Herald at about half HP. Patience starting to run out pretty rapidly now. Inspired's going to fire off the ulti. Herald's going to partially reset. They end up getting the lockdown onto piocheck, who now has to run away. 300 HP left for the Jarvan. Means your jungler doesn't have a lot of faith to be able to get in and get back out. So EGs secure the Herald for themselves. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, the 1v1.
Massive. Now Summit's in some trouble. The ulti's been popped.
We don't have all of those vitals procced yet, though. Someday cannot get the final one. Someday doing a good job hiding against the wall, protecting that vital, so Someday's not able to get the heal. Inspired is going to chase him back. Meanwhile, mid lane, Team Liquid brings more dudes to the party, and they end up getting a 3v2 kill onto JoJo Pyun.
Summit can win this.
Summit trying to get back away now as Vulcan's going to show up. He's coming up the river, has to flash over the wall, knows there was no way out of that one. So Team Liquid doing a good job finding a kill back in mid lane and finding some summoner spells here on the top side.
Yeah, this is that strength that Summit can showcase in the lane, despite the fact that he's been focused on. He's up 20 CS, despite the fact that he was ganked, the fact that he was killed, the kill through and actually following up there. So potentially just looking for this really kind of powerful opening moments of the fight. And if someone like the Caitlyn or the Lux or the Azir ever gets tagged by that, you are going to get roasted.
You are done immediately. We're seeing first turrets just about ready to drop across the map here. Mid lane FBI nearly got it, but wasn't quite able to secure it. Top side, you can see Summit working to get that first turret here for his team, and I do believe that should do it. Team Liquid gets first turret there in the top lane, while JoJo should be able to get one back here in a couple of seconds. Bottom lane, tier 1 right there on your screen, just trying to let it eat as many minions as it can before he kills it off. Inspire's going to walk through for some local gold, so that'll
really quick coming through here from FBI, so we'll see what he can really get done with this. But they want to push up mid. Nice little poke there on Yon.
Ooh, Yon getting caught, having to use the cleanse to get away from Deadly Flourish. FBI, they eat the ace in the hole for him. Curtain call opens up. Looking for Yon. He wants to try to weave this in there. The Drake is up, though, my friends. Let's see who's going to go for that one first. Team Liquid seem to want to hang around mid and just try to see if they can grab this tier 1 turret. I think they're not going to have any issues picking it up there. Inspired does fire off the ulti. They're going to open up the curtain call, too. Looking for Yon. Fourth shot going out. Doesn't hit him. Team Liquid trying to keep EG consequence from EG's attempted engage there with the ultis. And now they're able to rotate down, take this second Drake. His prowess and his pride as a solo laner is just his ability to deal with those situations. Be aggressive. And if it doesn't get punished, the man ends up looking good. piocheck over the wall with the EQ. Harry gets the kill on JoJo. piocheck walks away. He stays alive with the golden Aegis. Someday,
which I think was actually a patch change from a while ago, so that small little change on cooldown perhaps making the difference. Someday in trouble, though.
I mean, you saw that last tick of Ignite did damage the shield after he popped golden Aegis, so if that was even just a split second later. TP's coming in, though. Someday looking to lead the charge, but he's got to be careful. Summit might just be able to kite him out. piocheck wants to get away, but JoJo should have enough to take him out this time. There we go. One's going to come back as both junglers die from either side. Summon at about 1/3 AD. Team Liquid is able to get that. It stops that poke from being effective at all.
One thing that EG is going to be really happy about, though, is when you're playing Maokai, it's extra brushes for that. They're looking for an engage, though.
Oh my God! They just exploded him. Crown of the Shattered Queen or not, CoreJJ ain't got any health left that one. And that is exactly the dream scenario that you were talking about.
Yep.
Lining up these ultis together. Maokai locks him down. Jhin goes click, click, boom. There's nothing left.
I mean, you want to run side to side when you're fighting against a Jhin ulti, but you have to run directly away when you're fighting against a Maokai ulti, right? You can't actually just be strafing back and forth or you're going to get locked up, and Core gets locked up. He gets burst down by that lethality. Pyosik is behind them, though, down in the jungle, so will Pyosik look for an angle here? He's still in the red right now. He just used Smite.
CoreJJ is still coming back from base. There's no way for him to join the fight in time. Someday is in the pit. The Drake is going to be claimed by Evil Geniuses. Pyosik engages and disengages with the EQ. Inspired's in the middle. Fired off Accelerated Shock Blast, but it hit CoreJJ and it hit the Crown of the Shattered Queen. So Core took almost no damage. Exactly what you were talking about. But FBI is looking to see what he can find here with these. It's going to be secured by...
to his own jungle. So they get this uncontested, but there's no eyes on where Pyosik is coming from. And there it is, ulti and that flash from FBI, still within the Cataclysm, unfortunately for him. Didn't really end up mattering here, but Inspired just sectioned off, burst down.
Inspired fires off that Maokai ulti again. Evil Geniuses decide this is when they want to go. Harry with the Zonias makes it a 1-for-1 there as they trade Inspired for the Azir. CoreJJ going to be found out now as EG gets a 2-for-1 trade here in this fight. Pyosik flashes in. What the hell was that? Double kill back over to Evil Geniuses. Pyosik just gives them a freebie. Summit's now trying to stand and fight, but that's just about the best case scenario.
Yes, sir.
You get a 1-for-4 when you're up against that Baron, especially what you were talking about when they don't have the ability to clear the wave. Someday, yeah, I don't think Someday's getting away from this one. Yeah, he tried to get over the wall, but Pyosik was ready. Yeah. Armor besides his plated steel caps, right? He's got Sterix, he's got Cleaver, he's got Trinity Force. His health
is actually really, really nice. He's never going to be tanky no matter what you build when you start out with this style of build. He's not going to get that kind of beefy status, so somebody's in trouble again. The move speed is not going to be gone. He's dead.
Still just chasing him down, man. Someday thought he was in control, and Gnar just bonksing Summit with the 1v1 outplay.
It's just the top diff, man. What can I say? Like, the scoreline doesn't look that impressive from Summit, but they can't actually play their win conditions. In goes Yawn!
Yawn looking for the rest of the damage to take out JoJo, and he grabs it. Now EG got to be careful, because Pyosik and TL are not done yet. Summit lands the boomerang onto Vulcan, who has to flash over the wall, but Summit doesn't want to let him get away that easy. Deadly Flourish ain't going to hit, but Summit's boomerang will. Vulcan drop, and FBI's the next target. Summit can't quite chase him underneath the turret, but Team Liquid are loving the results of this 3-for-0, and it should get them their second Baron uncontested.
Yeah, that's massive, and it comes off of, again, a huge play from Summit. He gets a solo kill onto Someday there, and then just TPs in, joins the fight, and TL go really aggressive. I actually like the play from Yawn. He just straight up Gale Forces in on top of JoJo as soon as he gets CC'd, and he knows he can burst down that Jace. Wasn't really in that much danger himself, so now it's another Baron going the way of TL for them to deal with. EG have no recourse but to just split push now. If someone is going to be around them, it's going to be very, very difficult to engage, and as soon as they see JoJo top, TL know that there's no danger whatsoever. That's going to be a really, really difficult situation for them. Now, Mikhail's also done for CoreJJ, so that's an easy answer for whoever actually has to soak up that Maokai ultimate to just be able to remove that root.
Well, Pyosik decides he wants to engage now. Disengages back out of his own Cataclysm as Inspired unleashes the roots. EG wants their engage here onto Pyosik. A lot of damage goes out. He buffers the EQ to take his corpse back over the wall, so he resurrects in a safe place. Now, Summit's the one tanking the tier 3 turret aggro here in the bottom lane. EG's attempt does not work out, and Team Liquid are not just throwing themselves into him.
And now, this is going to be Soul Point grabbed up here for TL. So if Ocean Soul goes over, shots are going to be coming at you only from that one angle. They're going to look for the engage now on Yawn.
They want him. If they can get him, he uses the cleanse to get out, but now he has to use the stopwatch to keep himself safe from the follow-up engage. The shutdown over to Inspired. They got Pyosik in the middle now, too, and Someday's going to bust them.
A lot of time. Like, can you clear through it? Yeah, you can. But can you do it fast enough to actually get to the dragon? That remains to be seen.
Pyosik in the middle of everybody, not quite dead.
Oh, no!
They end up killing Harry, who just delivers a freebie. EG get 2. EG get 3. Summit trying to disengage and get away, but it's a triple kill back.
He's killing himself. What is he doing?
Yawn, what's going on, buddy? What are we doing? Someday goes in, goes back out.
Or is he?
He's gonna get shot to pieces. If Yawn kills Someday, the other two cannot kill Yawn. They don't have the ability to kill Lifesteal Caitlyn. Yawn is just keeping everybody else here. saying, all right, Summit, I trust you to keep the base alive. Summit, however, loses the Sterix. Yawn still stuck behind enemy lines, back in the base, gonna be grand challenge taken down. Summit survives back
late, right?
Yeah.
He's still got 25 seconds, then has to walk there, so it's a full minute before he can get to the team. They're gonna TP in, and if Summit gets caught, this is so bad.
Summit eating a lot of shots from FBI. The fourth shot misses, but it doesn't need to hit when JoJo's ready. Shut down on Summit, and again, it's desynced timers. Summit's not gonna be alive for another 55
Pioshik's
seconds.
dead too.
And now Pioshik's been caught hanging around. Pioshik! Oh no, he's gonna resurrect just in time for the Guardian Angel to be wasted. Powerful active, but if you use it in that situation, it doesn't matter. Harry trying to take the Drake and still get Team Liquid this soul. They are falling apart in the last few minutes of the game.
TP from Someday though, can he get there in time?
There may be enough damage. Harry needs 3 more autos, 2 more autos. Harry gets it. Ocean Soul over to TL, so they've got that. But the problem is, what happens if they all get caught?
EG are pushing on all sides. They know they have to try to end the game with the Baron. They've got to keep pushing because they don't want to get into
there. Maokai ulti flies through. It's going to find Summit, and it's going to find Pioshik.
But look at the turret. JoJo's just killing it. They're just buying time for JoJo to kill the turret. So they need. That's really well done. You know, realizing they don't actually have enough to dive deep and get a kill there, so they just spend the Maokai ultimate, spend the Jhin ultimate. TL has to run, and it gives JoJo that time with the W to actually take down the turret.
Range is one of the most powerful stats in League of Legends. Someday coming in for vengeance, the grand challenge, another lunge, and he finally gets his man. Someday puts Summit in the ground for 60 seconds. It is a 5v4 for EG. Team Liquid was in so much control for so long, but it fell apart, and evil geniuses have clawed their way back into the game. All of TL has to find some sort of a defense here, but they're losing Nexus turrets and they're losing them rapidly. First one's already gone, and JoJo's swooping around the side looking for an angle on Harry and Yawn. Half HP. Oh! JoJo's about to lose that Guardian Angel if he ain't careful, but FBI's already godlike. Yawn's under pressure. The Caitlyn falls next, and evil geniuses from the clutches of defeat come back and take down Team Liquid.
What a crazy game!
We know you're good on carries and stuff, but you're going to play Sion this game, and we're just going to play hard bot lane and just let our bot lane carry. Because, yeah, I mean, they've been showing up, you know, for this team. So
show me that crazy
around bot because it was double warded over and dry, and immediately down below, Berserker, the subject of all, ends up flashing out. First blood over to Pioshik.
And Core JJ tanks just enough tower damage. I almost thought that was going to be enough. First blood like that. He's going to go repeat number 3 here and Blabber counter.
This time Blabber's here, the stun up, and the Aqua Prison hit this time around onto Sven. Does Blabber want to follow up with Berserker?
Okay.
Tries to get into the center of the action.
I don't think Blabber dies here, but wow, this is so good for TL. Yeah, but Sion could always ulti. I don't know if TL was just not expecting this. I mean, very easily could have used his cryo to at least like check the river, synchronize with Pioshik. Like, it's kind of what this was kind of what I was. Look at this, man.
The top lane experience.
Yeah.
Get us inside their minds.
Yeah, I mean they're just having what the heck?
Oh, Harry in the center of Zen and Diplex going in with the Grand Entry right here.
And turret plates fall because this becomes really, really hard to deal with them, but it's like there's a dragon. I think C9's contesting.
A teleport coming in from Cloud9 and Pixel, and the ultimate from Sion as well, aiming for Zen, but Zen battle dances away, so it lands on one. Berserker goes down. Butch is here for the fight too, but Team Liquid, they are in pursuit. They grabbed 2 players already, and with the Chaos Storm to create more distance between them and the squad, Team Liquid turned back onto the dragon.
I mean, I don't know if Summit was just smurfing there or if Berserker is trolling, because
he's trolling, dude! Time, you know, yeah, he's not smashing lane where you're like, big ego, adrenaline.
They've gotten the first dragon as well.
Yeah, probably the only mistake of the game, though, or the only even opening that they're looking back on, because they had a really clear game plan in Champ Select, and they executed on it.
A lot of times when you're looking at the Recon and beyond, you can anticipate where to drop down those Aqua Prisons, where to get those lockdowns on the carry placement. So Team Liquid now, with this pressure,
like 2.8k gold or something now. Yeah, 2.7k gold. He has Navoris in base. Like, that was just not allowed.
Over Sven, who has to blast cone over the wall. Now Pioshik turning towards him. We got the ultimate coming out from Blabber. They get some burn onto Summit, but he is so strong, so beefy, such a big boy. And Sven completely separated by Pioshik from the rest of his team, deciding, do I circle around or do I collapse from this angle as well? Blabber getting chunked down to about 60%. The kick back here onto Summit and flashes into the pit. And now the subject of Blabber and Fudge. The Chaos Storm way into the backline, and Diplex seeing if he can get a death ray onto Summit, but he can't finish him off just yet. Fudge is the one into dangerous territories. Hill has the ultimate to pop up when needed, but the stun, Jan goes in for it, but Fudge goes back. Pioshik up into the air, and down he goes. A shutdown for a Berserker. Kill onto Jan. Cloud9 trying to turn this Summit, finally getting eliminated into his dead state. Sven flashing forward to avoid the Aqua Prison from Core JJ, who has separated him off and over all the way onto the wayside of this jungle. Berserker trying to pick one up. They're taking down Team Liquid.
Really sting looking back on it.
Yeah, it might be game losing if they get this Baron. Pioshik wants to have a steal. He can't get out.
Oh my god.
Blabber secures the Baron for Cloud9.
Damage. And Jan just uses E. Like, he had cooldowns. He did not have to step up there and go for a Sion Q.
I'd say every player, one thing you never want to do, give all your HP for as well, because, you know, Cassante walking around behind him to get the all-out, push him back into the rest of the team, and get him into that position. Rapid-fire cannon.
I mean, it's really smart itemization by Berserker. Like, he needs range to be able to do damage to Azir and Lucian in these games. In this game, so it's just really, really, really good itemization by him, actually.
Cloud9 finding the chance to really swing things in their favor, and for Team Liquid, yeah, this isn't as wacky a game as the EG one, but can the Hearts handle it if leads that they acquire end up getting turned against them, as Cloud9 are looking to do just that? They get the root onto one and throw the Gravity Snore under him, and the response by the Tidal Wave gets multiple knocks up, but with the mid laner eliminated from TL, they do not have the numbers advantage, and Cloud9 looking to dish it back. Berserker going out with the ultimate, gets a double kill in response. Summit in the center of them all, has to flash away, and now Team Liquid are feeling the pressure and the walls closing upon them as Cloud9 extend their gold lead and continue to pressure the tier 2 on top.
I mean, C9's team play is just so damn good. Like, I mean, most of these players coming off of winning the finals last year are stayed on the roster, and they're like, I mean, it just shows, you know, you get to see the way they team fight, the way they play together is like just, you know, a tier above a lot of other teams. So, oh, wow, okay.
Where'd Blabber go?
A little compensate, kind of like, you know, either gives you another opportunity to 5v5 them, but based on their tempo on the map, they would have gotten that dragon for free if Blabber was alive, for sure. So, no problem. They could just, you know, play for the Baron condition and then, you know,
that's good coaching talk right there. I like it. We need
oh my, he canceled the E.
All the while, the rotation top from Cloud9, they get
Ulti only catches
Fudge.
Fudge looking for the angle, finds his target, and the charm attempts, but Jan blast going away, the talent wave coming through into the narrow crevice, gets a knock up on the couple, Sven over the wall, almost dies. Now Summit in the center of them all. Sven battle dancing rest of the team, and Fudge now in the center has used all the summoners, but ends up going down. Summit retreating from the Chaos Storm. Berserker keeping his focus onto the fish on the other side. Score JJ is one looking.
I mean, I don't think this is going to be anything.
Yeah, the timing of that means the Baron's already burned for Cloud9, and he turned this with the root and the stun and more onto Summit. Harry and Core JJ poking the best they can. Double stun up, double knock up, double lockdown onto Zen and the rest. Cloud9, though, still holding purple on a couple.
Yeah, I think Cloud9 just got a mind
kill, but then they get 2 kills out of it and a tower off the back. So, like, that's a
TL to win now. They have to one-shot Xayah somehow. That's the only way.
But Cloud9.
And that's just kind of how TL counters their play. Like, oh wow, that thing
that bar, it disappears so fast. Cloud9 going for it, the follow-up from Team Liquid, but it is Cloud9 getting the Baron. They're trying to turn it around. Fud with the root onto Summit. Does Cloud9 keep pursuing? Pioshik trying to find an angle elsewhere. Triple Aqua Prison from Core JJ, but the follow-up ain't there yet. Summit flashing over the wall. They're focusing on Jan. Jan being the squishies, Jan being the biggest damage, but Core JJ first to fall for them. It's the entirety of the bot lane. A limited Cloud9 coming out on top, wearing that purple like they love to do, and pushing down mid.
I love it when I see the AD carry leading our charge forward. Berserker front line there, Gale forces in their faces into the big ult blade caller. Cloud9 are done with this game. They're gonna look to end.
I mean, Berserker is just so damn good. And even Fudge as well, burning the Lucian Flash at the start of the fight there is so huge. Lucian felt in threat. Oh, they're just killing them all, man. Look at Berserker go.
Oh, yeah, Berserker going with the double and more. Pioshik manages to throw one back onto Blabber, but Ace is the place for Cloud9. All it's going to take is a bit of clearing up of a couple turrets here around the Nexus for Cloud9 to continue the strength they have showed throughout this round robin and pull upon the dominance of years past and make a statement against Team Liquid.